Welcome back. Today we're going to quickly finish up the wings, hopefully, and then work on the Bombay, right behind me over there. Let's get started! When we last left our exciting plane building adventure, we had finished this one wing, getting it to work kind of. So Rowan in the Discord, my Discord actually, gave me a tip, and we're going to go ahead and try it really quick, which he said, if you use the on-off...
On. What the heck? Oh, up, down.
The up, down, like this. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. You can slow down the pivots without killing the power. So right now, if we look, let's just go look over here real quick to see what's going on. So if we look, we have the pivot, which is kind of weird and fast. And then we have the slide back, which is kind of slow and not too bad. Actually, it's working better today than yesterday. But what happens is when I set the settings on these things, if I give it more strength so that like when this pivot goes around, it kind of does it strong and not so wobbly, well, we get a lot of speed, and the speed is just too much and the things fling around. So what Rowan is suggesting is if I use the up-down, we can go ahead and get these to move even with more power. So let's check to see if this works. I'm curious, and I want to see what happens. All right, so we have a 0 and a 1, and so we want the minimum value, start value 0, and minimum value, we'll go 0. Okay, sensitivity, not sure how that works. I think, oh, okay, so it must be the button pressing, I think. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Then over here we have a, over here we have a 1 and a point, minus 0.1. That's the back, right? So we'll go back here, and we want to start, I think, on that one, and it's 1. Yes, okay.
I think we want to do like a not. I think. I don't know. I'm not good at logic. Do not follow my directions until after I'm done and I say, oh, look, it worked, because I'm not good at this. All right.
Let's go ahead and test it one more time, just out of curiosity. It's just a heavy wing. That's not bad. Well, that actually works really nice. It's almost like the same speed as the real plane does it. What is that setting? That's at a 0.20. Okay, well, let's go back to 20. Okay, we might have to leave it here and just get started on the next thing, because if not, I will tweak this all day long. So it spins, doesn't really hit the ground, goes back. You almost like want a sliding, like to slide off a rail here. That work? Okay, I'm playing around here. I apologize. I said that I was not going to continue to do this, but I am. So bear with me for 2 seconds here. Okay, so I'm going to put a rail here, and I'm just curious to see if it slides off the rail, and then let's not make it pink. If it slides off the rail, and then we'll slide back on. Maybe if it gives it just a little bit of friction before it falls off. Boop, boop. Okay, before it falls off, it will keep it straight. I don't think so, but we'll try. We'll try. You can always try. Okay, so it should just slide off the rail. Or not? Yeah, it's at an angle. Well, that was a interesting idea, I think. So let's put things back the way they were. Okay, we're going to leave it like that for now until we figure out a better way to do this. But let's go ahead and duplicate. No, wait. We can either mess with the wing or we can go ahead and get the Bombay working. We're going to get the Bombay working because I don't have a long enough time to record a long video of working with the wing. And I kind of already did the wing yesterday, so let's do something different today. Let's go ahead and get the Bombay working. Okay, so the Bombay. So the way the Bombay works on the real plane What's up with this thing? It's kind of freaking out. Is that the bomb bay opens up. Actually, I wonder if I could save some of this. Let's go back. So the bomb bay opens up. And then there is a kind of an angular, what do you call it, like a folding edge. So when this opens up, how do I do this? I almost need, this is weird, like one of these to put a extra piece in there? I don't know. Okay, let's just use pink real quick. So here's a pink. And what we'll do, this is stupid. I know this is stupid. Just bear with me though. What I'll do is I will connect. What should I connect it to? I think I want to connect it to this. Wait, this is going to be weird. This is hacky. But what I'm going to do is try to connect the pivot to the main body by using my little scaffolding here. Okay, wait. Okay, like that, I think. Alright, so now we go back in here and kill scaffolding. Okay, so this, I'm sorry, this part is connected to this main body, right? Right. So what happens is the outer side should come out. Kind of like that. It kind of got stuck, it looked like. Then when this goes, it should fold up. Now that's kind of how it's supposed to look, but it is kind of weird. Okay, so... Oh, it gets stuck now. Crap, that's because there's nothing holding on. Okay, so what I think the way to fix this is, which is, again, super dumb, is you have to go ahead and you can make an unpowered pivot. Whoops, I don't know what I just did. Make an unpowered pivot on the other side, doing the job that you have on the other side. So if that makes any sense. So this pivot right here, I'm going to duplicate it on the other side. So I figure out where it's at. So right here, I think. There we go. Okay. So we're connecting this one, we're connecting this one, and this is our fake pivot to hold these. Now, the problem occurs here again, likely that if I open these doors, these middle blocks are not going to be happy. So let's test it real quick, just to make sure I'm right that I'm wrong, or I'm wrong that I'm right, whichever happens first. Open the first one, and yeah, it did catch. But one thing I am... Oh, it's still catching. Why are you still catching? Alright, we'll try to do what I did on the other side, which is to add a spinner here, maybe? Or a pivot? Is that a pivot right there? Just to see. Okay, so this pivot should be connected to this, I believe. I don't think it really matters which direction this is, but we'll go ahead and pop that one there, pop that one right there. These are not powered, so they should just spin. I don't know if this is actually going to help, but we shall try. Okay, maybe that's a problem. I'm being dumb. Okay, so let me put this back here, and then let me grab one of these. And the idea is that it is connected to that, I think. Then I want to connect this to this, this to this. Is that what I did wrong? I think so. Okay. Let us see. Hooked, hooked. It should work, I think. I am confused. Put it down. Close it. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Because I thought for sure if they're not powered, they're just loosey-goosey. I mean, we can power it, I guess. All right, let's power it. Let's see what happens when we power it. I don't feel like I need to, but if that fixes the problem right now, let us do it. Begin with the strange. All right, I have a semi-solution for this, I think. And that is the beautiful wedge. So if we come in here, and we delete all the way across to there, I think, and put our beautiful wedge, it should give us less of a collision, I think. We'll find out. Okay. There we go. So that wedge right there is reducing the collision, I believe. So now we have our nice little spot here, and that gives us room for maybe a single bomb, maybe? Oh, there's a test torpedo. Let's open that up. Okay. Just want to see if it fits. It's a big torpedo! Oh no. That's not good. Shoot. Okay. Did they drop this big a torpedo? This was from the, HE-111. I think it was sized to the appropriate length. 13 blocks. How big is this thing? So it says that, it says that let's bring this down, that the Mark 13 torpedo was about 4 meters. So if we take this, that's it right there, 13. Okay, we might be able to make this work. And we go right through that freaking wall right there. Oh, look at that. Son of a... Alright, I'm going to attempt to move the engine forward by 1 block. This is such a pain to do this. Alright, so let's recap where we're at right now. Okay, so you saw me messing around with this bomb bay. I moved the engine forward by 1 block and got the radiator down on the bottom. I moved the bottom doors back by 1 block and tried to move the blocks out of the way here. So then we have the torpedo, and I had to shorten it, and this is about the right length of the actual MK, except of course it's sloped down a lot more. I think this will kind of work. It probably looked a little bit longer in reality, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this to work as is. So I put some rails on the sides here, you can see them. And so what I'm doing now is just trying to get the torpedo inside. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I'm going to save this. We'll call it a Mark 13. Okay, and so we're going to move it up into the bomb bay and hope that it fits. And it seems like it does. It's actually sitting right on the edge of everything. Okay, so I'm going to live with that. And where are these? Okay, so there's that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and paste it in here. Okay, so we're going to grab the rail connector right here and see if we can put it in a spot to connect to that one. Uh-oh, because it's a weird block. Okay, so I did this, and this didn't really make a difference, so I'm not really worried about swapping out this for brakes, because I don't think it made a difference. If it does, we'll just swap it back again with some parts being the other type. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and connect it there. And the other one is connected right here. All right, let's spawn this. All right, so let's go ahead and open. Okay, what the heck? Like, I literally did not change anything on these blocks, and they're going backwards. How is that even possible? That's a little odd. I literally did not flip anything, and nothing's flipped. Look at this. Is that weird? That's weird, right? That's really quick. Just, I don't know. Let's delete these really quick. And then pop them back on. I don't know. It's freaking me out how weird this is sometimes with this game. It's just random crap like that. So let's go ahead and do a recap of what we did. We worked on this wing here. We didn't do the second wing yet because we were trying something that Rowan suggested in the comments, which was to use, whoops, where's it at? The up and down logic to slow down the wing. So if we click this, we'll see it's now a slower turn, but we have a bounce. Can't do much about this because of the way pivots work. They have a little bit of play in this area, almost like there's a spring, and so when there's a lot of weight on these things, they kind of bounce. You can almost see this one's having trouble right now. And there's two of those. There's one up there and one up there. So not much I can do about that right now. And then when we go ahead and close the wing backwards, you will see that it will give it a little bounce. Watch this. There's a bounce. So the only thing I can think of is we might be able to screw around with having a fluid connector here or something that grabs onto this wing and pulls it close, or pulls it closed or close, I don't know which, but pulls it in and keeps it from moving around. Not bad. I mean, it stops the bouncing, thank goodness, instead of bouncing all over the hanger, but still not as good as I would like. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the wing and make sure that the wing opens. Perfect. Bouncy, bouncy. And then it should spin around and connect to the block back there, or the rail, and snap into place. Good, good. All right, the second thing we did is we messed around with the bomb bay. So the real bomb bay opens up, and then these inner parts fold inward. So it's like a open and an in. So right now it's going to drop the torpedo when I open it up, which is fine. And what we'll do when we have it all connected to a logic block or a microprocessor is it will open up like this and open inward like this. We have a little paint artifacts here, and that's because there's blocks kind of meshing with the other blocks. But I think once they're all the same color, we won't notice this craziness as much. In order to get the torpedo to fit, we had to shorten it up a little bit, and it's kind of close to the actual size, but maybe a little bit shorter than it needs to be, or should be. And what we did is we moved the bomb bay slightly back by, I think, 2 blocks right here. And then we went ahead and moved the engine forward by 1 block, and that let us put our radiator in, but we lost our ability to turn off the radiator's cooling for the cowl flap simulation. So we kind of lost that. Maybe I'll try to add that back in somehow. Maybe there's somehow to make a turn and up and around, and I don't know. But for right now, we're leaving that off. Alright, so I think that's it for today. We're going to go ahead and stop the video here, and we'll be working and finishing up this thing in the next day, I believe. Also, if you're on my Discord, you'll notice that I got sidetracked and started working on another plane. I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you want to know, go to the Discord. But for right now, this is the TBF Avenger, a work in progress with folding wings, a torpedo that sort of drops, and doors that open with a ball turret. And yeah, that's it. So I'll catch you next time.